Hi everyone, I'm very glad to give you a presentation about the simple linear regression in Python. Firstly, I will spend a few minutes to make an introduction. What is Python? Python is an object-oriented high-level programming language. It is high-level built-in data structures combined with dynamic typing and dynamic binding. These features make it very attractive for rapid developing internet age. Python also is good for use as a scripting or glue language to connect existing components together. Python's simple, easy syntax emphasizes the readability and therefore reduced the cost of program maintenance. From my perspective, Python has another feature when it comes to compared with other coding language. The Python occupies less storage memory than MATLAB and Visual Studio. Besides, Python is open source. However, the other software charges a lot. Now I will discuss the application field for Python. Python has several great libraries for building web apps. The language itself is great for handling HTTP, such as building websites or internet communication. It is also very popular at film and animation companies like Disney and Lucasfilm. Since Python has game development libraries that support sounds, mouse, and keyboard interaction. Besides, the popular 3D application Maya also supports Python. Back to the topic about application in statistics, Python is also functional. It is widely used in scientific computing and even has several libraries dedicated to specific areas of science. Among them, NumPy and SciPy are kinds of libraries for general purpose. Besides, there are many other libraries such as EarthPy for astronomy and Keras for neural network deep learning. Before we go to study the simple linear regression in Python, I have to point out if you just download Python from official websites, you can just open a console program that is a black screen. It is very inconvenient for us to use, so I download a Python Navigate, which is Spider. The Navigate provides us a user-friendly interface. It is quite helpful for us. Now I will begin to implement a simple linear regression in assignment 1. The data is given by our lecture. First, we need to input the data. One method is input by yourself. Apparently, it is a bad idea, especially when data sizes are huge. So, I advise we use Pandas library. It is very convenient. After we load the data into dataset, we need to tell Python which one is independent variables, namely x, and which one is dependent variables, namely y. We use the data frame function to access the data. After we assign the value into new variables, we can begin the regression. According to what we have learned in SAS, regression results should have parameter estimation table and novel tables. To generate these tables, we need to import new packages in Python. By using the package statistics models, Python can generate the parameter estimation. Here is the steps. These two figures are the comparison of the results between Python and AS. We can find the estimation intercept from Python is 0.97518 and the independent variable is minus 0.0026, which are very close to SAS. Now we will begin to generate the novel table. Firstly, we need to import a new function. Then, we have to rearrange the data to fit the function pattern. Here is the steps. After that, we can create the novel table in a few seconds. Here is the comparison between the results from Python and SAS. Now, I will study how to plot. In Python, there are many methods that can help us to plot. Here, I import a matplot, which is a Python 2D plotting library. These figures show the roughly relationship between independent variable and dependent variables. To have a more clear idea about the simple linear regression, let's use the package cbone. Cbone is a Python visualization library based on the matplot. It provides a high-level interface for drawing attractive statistic graphics. Here is the result. To make a conclusion, Python has many functional packages, which is a really good software to statistic work. However, the update speed of Python is very fast, and sometimes it will throw tricky errors according to different versions. It really bothers me during my study, but I think it's worth it, since simple linear regression can be considered as a basic. Knowing the use of the package will lay a good foundation for my further study. Thanks.